What's up? This is my in the bag for 2026. Let's just get right into it. This year, I'm rocking the Axiom Discs bag again. My friend Thomas gave this to me. Shout out Thomas. Great. Holds all my discs. It's got plenty of extra pockets for my phone, my wallet, whatever I need. A towel. It's got a spot for my water bottle. It's got a spot for everything. Starting off with putting putters, I have two P2Xs, D-Line Flex 3, USDGC Champion 2024 Gannon. But these things are money. They're a little bit more stable than most putters. They have a little finish even when you're just putting. There's a little give to the plastic, but not too much. Tacky, gummy kind of feel. Super money, feels comfortable, they fly great, and they go in the basket. All right, starting off with my throwing putters. I got 3 throwing putters in the bag right now. This one is a pretty recent addition. I got it a while back, but I only put it in the bag, I'd say the other day. This is a Lux Vapor Link from Discmania. It's pretty deep as a putter. It's got this nice bead to it, and it just kind of flies straight to stable. I've been wanting to throw more putters, so I threw this in the bag because I hadn't really thrown it. But it works really nice. It's nice straight to stable with a little finish. Next up, we have this Neutron Soft Envy. This thing is money. It is my go-to for most of my approach shots. Backhand and sidearm. It works really nice for hyzer shots, touchy, floaty sidearms. Yeah, mostly this is my approach disc. Last but not least, we have a Big Z Luna. You've seen this in my videos before. I aced with it. This thing is a beast. It is pretty dead straight. It pretty much just holds whatever line you put it on. Next up, we got mid-ranges. I got 3 mid-ranges. This Champion Rock 3. Straight to overstable. Pretty money, pretty consistent in the wind, but nice for like hyzer approach shots to the basket. Kind of like my Envy, but if I'm just a little further out, I'll reach for the Rock 3. If I want to throw it far, it'll just go straight. Super nice disc. Next up, we have this Buzzsaw. Straight shooter, go about 300. Very nice for certain shots. Not one of my most thrown discs though. Next up, this Thought Space Pathfinder, which is actually the first Thought Space disc I've ever had. My friend Thomas gave it to me for Christmas this year. 5501, I think, are the numbers. One of my first shots with it, I threw it and it just kind of like hyzer flipped a little bit, pushed pretty straight with like a touch of turn. Not too much turn, like it didn't overturn, like a little bit to the right, and then it came back and it started to fade. When it started to fade, it was so glidey, and it just went for like, it felt like 100 extra feet, probably went like 40 extra feet. But this thing glides forever. This is like the glidiest mid-range I've ever thrown in my life. But yeah, this thing's money for just kind of dead straight shots where you want to go about 300, maybe more. This thing is amazing. It's got a nice picture of my friend Thomas on there. Okay, next up we have the fairways. I got 4 fairways in the bag right now. But first off, we have this Leopard 3 from the BC Open. It's pretty flippy, but if you throw it soft enough, it just kind of goes straight with a touch of fade. It's like a low effort straight shooter. Throw it a little harder, it's nice for shot shaping. You can just kind of hyzer flip it and get it to turn and kind of hold that turn and then come back late in the flight. And if I throw it really hard, it'll just flip and it'll hold that turn forever until it, hits the ground and stops moving. Great fairway, great shot shaper. Next up is this Sophia Donachie Eagle L. Shout out Sophia Donachie. This thing is pretty straight, and I don't even have to throw it hard. It just goes kind of dead straight with a touch of fade, but it's also pretty torque resistant. It won't like turn over or go anywhere like that. First 9-speed, we have this Big Z Undertaker. It'll like do like a nice pushing hyzer. Throw a little harder, it'll like flip up and go pretty dead straight with a nice reliable fade. It's just a nice disc to have. If you throw it on anhyzer, it'll pan out pretty late in the flight. It's kind of like the mid-range of fairways for me. It's pretty nice, just kind of pushes. Last but not least, we have this Champion Thunderbird, just like a number off from the Undertaker, but it's more overstable. It's nice for subtle flex shots. Throw it on forehands sometimes. I don't throw a lot of forehands, but if I do, I might be throwing this Thunderbird. I can get it to like kind of hyzer flip and push straight before fading, but it has like a much more deeper fade, so much more reliable in the wind and stuff like that. So I love how this stamp is like half and half there on the word Thunderbird. It's so cool. And we got my distance drivers. So I got 5 distance drivers in the bag. Starting off from here, we got this Pro Factory Second Wraith. This thing is not super domey, but it's 169 grams, so it's a little lighter. But this thing is so flippy. Like, throw it on hyzer and it'll flip up and it'll just push and it'll pretty much hold that turn for most of its flight. which is very useful for big open field shots where I just want to get huge distance. It's super sick though. It just kind of bombs. Except we have a bottom stamp destroyer. Super domey. Anyway, this thing is still pretty beefy. It's still pretty new. I haven't thrown it a whole lot. But I can kind of, if I need like a nice touch of a hyzer flip to flat and still reliably fade, but also go super far, I'm pulling this disc out. Super reliable. This is a Discmania Paradigm. I hadn't heard of it until I got this disc from a tournament. It was a player pack. It was like, choose a disc. I grabbed this one and I grabbed the link. I'm pretty sure it's 12.5, -1.3, like destroyer numbers, but it doesn't fly like that. At least this one doesn't fly like that. This thing is super flippy. It's similar to my Wraith, but I feel like it goes a little farther. It's a 12 speed, so it's a little faster. But this thing just hyzer flips and turns forever, but it has a little bit more finish. I threw it like last week maybe for the first time. This thing is like one of my go-to drivers right now. This thing is beautiful. Next up we have another super domey disc. This is a Nuke, ESP Nuke. Just a couple grams shaved off. It's not like 150 or anything. It's like, I think it's 169 as well. It'll get a nice hyzer flip, turn right if I need. But mostly it's kind of just like a straight shooter with a nice finish, which is really nice for a distance driver for a 13 speed to be able to do. Such a nice feeling disc. Flies really nice. I can bomb with this thing. So, last but not least, we have this 2024 Anthony Barella Tour Series Venom, a Jawbreaker Z Flex plastic. So it's super bendy, and this thing is a beefcake. It is like board flat, and it just fades. But this thing is super beefy. If it's super windy, I'm pulling this thing out. It just goes to the left no matter what. If I need a shot, if I need like a distance driver shot to skip left, I'm pulling this thing out. I also use it for like certain approach shots. If I need to like do a sidearm and skip around a corner, it's actually pretty useful for that. So yeah, that is what my bag looks like for the start of the season for 2026. It's probably gonna change throughout the season because I'm probably gonna lose discs, probably gonna get new discs. So I might make another one at the end of the year maybe, but this is what I'm bagging for now. I got my first tournament is on Saturday. Yeah, that is my into bag for 2026. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Peace.